end of March and time for my March favorites. Now the way that I like keep track of the things that I've been loving in March is I just have a little note on my phone, and as I'm realizing that like I'm totally loving something, then I just type it in so that I don't forget at the end of the month. So a lot of these things are actually not things that I can like physically show you, but I don't know, it's about half and half, so you'll see what I mean. Got some pregnancy stuff, some teaching stuff, some beauty stuff, just kind of a little mix. So the first thing that I had put on here was my pregnancy pillow, and it's gigantic, so I can't bring it out here. It's like literally longer than me. It's just, I don't know, I got it on Amazon. It's one of those that's like shaped like this. And so, I mean, the only sad thing about it is that it literally puts a wedge in between me and my husband, like when we're sleeping. It makes me kind of sad, but on the other hand, it's so comfortable. So it kind of keeps me like on my side, because I tend to like sleep on my back for whatever reason now that I'm pregnant. Like I, can't sleep on your stomach. But it kind of keeps me turned to the side. Like I just like fit in that little cocoon thing, and I can just put a regular pillow over the top, and so my head is nice and lifted, and it just feels really, really good. And if you are pregnant and you don't have a pregnancy pillow, get one. I've been sleeping like a, I'm not gonna say baby because I hear they don't sleep well, but sleeping like a thing that sleeps all the time. The next thing that I had typed in here was the Patricia Bright channel. If you don't already watch her, you totally should. She's my favorite pregnant lady right now. I love her. She lives in England. I love her accent. She has like a really posh, like London accent. I have a friend, actually like my old voice teacher, who has the same exact accent. I'm sure they're from, like it just sounds like they must be from within like a block of each other. They talk exactly the same way. Love her accent, love her attitude, love her pregnancy style. She's gorgeous. And it seems like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell like when people upload stuff, but it seems like we are right on track with each other and kind of doing this pregnancy together. So I will link my favorite video of hers below. It's so true, like 10 things that are true about pregnancy. So I'll link that below. I also love the YouTuber Lester Lux. If you haven't watched her, I mean, her name's Katie, but that's her username. I'll link her channel below too. I love her because her makeup looks are incredible. She's super funny, and she's from NorCal like me. She actually went to Sonoma State, and my husband went there. A lot of my friends went there. I should have went there probably, but she is super funny. She says hello all the time, and it just like makes me feel at home. I'm just like, yeah. She's hella tight. Love her. Okay, oh, the next thing. Okay, I can actually show you this. Good, good. I've got my little stack. Okay, my Fitbit. I didn't wear it right now just because it kind of like throws off the vibe of what I was going for today. But I've been loving this thing. My husband got it for me for Christmas, and it took me a while to just like get it synced to my iPhone, but I love it. Like it helps me keep track of my steps, helps me keep track of my stairs. I live on the second floor and my classroom is on the second floor, so I do a lot of stairs, so that always makes me feel good. It keeps track of like your sleeping, like how often you like woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know how it does this. It's sort of weird. I could do more with it really than I do. I don't do a whole lot, but I just kind of like look at either, like you can just press this button and it tells me like, okay, today I've taken about 3,000 steps. Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, cool. Oh, your heart rate. The heart rate thing is kind of nice to know. And it's just, it's good to have like when you're pregnant especially, but then always, like, I mean, I know everybody's got one of these things, but I love it. Also kind of on the fitness related note and YouTube related note, I love Blogilates. I always have. I think I've mentioned it like 20 times on this channel. But there's a specific video, it's called Booty Pit, which sounds a little bit weird, but pit is like, what does it stand for? Pilates Intense Interval Training. I think it's that, Pilates Intense Interval Training. And so there's one for your booty. And so I haven't been doing Blogilates as much like the second half of my pregnancy because you have to like lay on your back a lot, and there's a lot of like ab stuff that I just cannot do. So I haven't really been doing a lot, but you can do like standing booty workout, leg workout stuff. And anyway, I like want to be doing those types of things because I need my hips to be strong. I need my hips to be flexible. I need my booty to be strong and like my lower back to be strong in order to carry around this big old belly. So I will link that video down below as well. And it's just called Booty Pit, and you stand for all of it. So it's nothing where you have to be like down on your back or anything like that. You're supposed to do it like 4 times through. I usually do it twice through because you do one leg and then like the other side. And I've even done it, like, don't tell anybody, but like I'll put it on my smartboard in my classroom at lunchtime or like during my prep or something. And if I haven't done it recently and I'm just feeling like I need to work out a little bit, I'll just like put it on my smartboard and work out in my classroom, and it's so much fun. It feels like she's like life size right there with me. And I do modify it for pregnancy, by the way. Like she has like some jumping things, and I don't do the jumping. Anything that's kind of high intensity, I just take it down to low intensity. The other thing that I love from Blogilates that I've actually had for a long time, I might have even mentioned this in a YouTube favorites video before, but this is like an infusion water bottle, and so I got it from the Blogilates website. She's got a bunch of them. Mine says train insane or remain the same, and I just put lemons in here. So you can just slice up some lemons, you put your water in there. I put this in my refrigerator overnight, and every morning I wake up and I just down this thing because I get so dehydrated while I'm sleeping, like just those however many hours that I get to sleep, 5 hours, 6 hours, without water are like horrible. Like you need to be drinking constantly. You could put any kind of fruit in there. My favorite is with lemon and cucumber, but I'm out of cucumbers right now. You could do like strawberries, berries, anything that you want to infuse your water with. I think these are totally worth it. Okay, next couple of like beauty item type things. I got this body butter from Jeannie from A Little But a Lot when we did our Target swap. And I hadn't used anything with this scent before, but for some reason it just was really nice to put on right before I go to bed. So yeah, it's very strong. It actually smells really strong, but like in a good way. It's kind of like a cologne-y type of smell. I don't know, it's kind of different, but I like it. And what I've done with this is I've just only put it on before I go to bed. So then this smell reminds me of going to bed. And you know, you've got to like butter up your whole body when you're pregnant. You don't want to get any stretch marks or anything. So I put it on my stomach, I put it on my arms and legs. And then even like my nightgowns and stuff have kind of started to like hold on to this scent a little bit. Like your sheets start to have like a slight scent of this, and it's calming and it reminds me of sleep. So it gets me ready to fall asleep every night when I put this on. So I kind of suggest, like, if you have trouble sleeping, or I really don't have trouble sleeping, but just if you want to enjoy sleep even more, get something in a scent that you haven't tried before, that you have like no associations with, and just associate it with sleep and see if that helps, because for me, it really works. Also been loving this brush to blow dry my hair with. I got it at Marshall's, I think, for like $9.99. This is the Argan Magic blow dry brush, and my other one I had for like a couple years. I think I got it at Ulta. It was like a nice one, but the handle had started to like get wobbly, and so I just decided I would replace it. This has made my blow dry so much smoother. So I didn't realize that like a brush could make that big of a difference, but this one is like amazing. Like I just, you know, kind of go through, do it under or whatever, and the first time I used this, I was like, holy crap. And every time since then, it's still been really, really good. So the Argan Magic, maybe if you can find it at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or whatever for less than 10 bucks, totally worth it. And it might change how much you hate blow drying your hair. I know I hate blow drying my hair. A couple other beauty things. Okay, I love this combo. Nothing ever gets in focus over there. I love this combo of nail polish, especially for spring. So this is China Glaze Aquadelic, and then this is Orly Halo. And I just love this teal color, and I think it looks so good with gold. And I've been kind of like every other time I paint my nails, like I do it with this. I just think these look amazing together, and both of these polishes are like really high quality. Also really been liking this nail polish by China Glaze. It's a rose gold. It's called Meet Me in the Mirage. When you do all of your nails in this color, it's a little bit like neutral, like it just doesn't look like a lot until you go outside, and then when there's light reflecting off of them, they look insanely cool. So it's like, oh my gosh. But like inside, if there's not direct light on them, it just is kind of like neutral and a little bit boring, but you might kind of like that, you know, something that doesn't really stand out until you want it to. I don't know really what I was thinking, but I just decided to do like a mixture of like gold, rose gold, and black this time I did my nails. So I don't know, this kind of does make it stand out though when it's next to a gold and next to a black. I think it looks pretty cool, but on its own it's awesome too. I mentioned this in my Birchbox haul. This is the Smashbox Full Exposure like travel palette. So tiny. It's like the size of a credit card and like barely any thicker. But I've really been liking these shadows. These are my favorite type of colors. Surprisingly, I've been a little bit disappointed with this dark brown one right here. I've just been using it for like eyeliner sometimes if I don't want to do like a black look. And then this dark brown I thought was going to be really pretty all over the lid, and it is. It's just actually not that shimmery. But the other ones, these two are pretty shimmery. That one's pretty shimmery. But this is just about all I will ever need. These are such high quality shadows. They look so nice. I've been pretty much only using this in the month of March. Also, I've got some stickers for you from Etsy. I ordered these from Audrey Ramos Designs. I think these ones are so pretty. These are like the Martha's Vineyard collection, and they're super pretty for spring. I like that it comes with like some full size, some half size, and then just like some little ones to decorate. These are just like little reminder ones that have like the gym and the trash and cleaning and car stuff and shopping, whatever. These are so dang cute. This kind of like comes together. This is like a spring showers or something like that collection, I think it's called. And so again, I love that it's got like full size and then a couple half sizes. I love these colors. There's a lot of like little to-do list stickers that you can use. I just think these are amazing. So again, the shop is Audrey Ramos Designs. I'll link it below. I actually know her. I met her when I went to Utah for my friend's 30th birthday, and then like all of us got to hang out. I got to meet all of her friends. Isn't that so funny when you meet like your best friend's other friends, and then like just by default, like the overlap, you have stuff in common too because you're both friends with that same person. So now like you're automatically friends. Okay, last couple things. Again, super random mashup of stuff in this video. Iron pills. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and it turns out that I'm anemic, and I had been so tired for the couple weeks before I realized that. I was like, oh man, the third trimester is just like the first, where you just come home and you can't even move at the end of the day. But then my doctor put me on iron pills plus like stool softening pills because iron like makes you constipated. So I've been taking both of those, and it was like instant quadruple the energy probably. Like they have helped so much. So if you are pregnant, like of course you're gonna be tired, but if you think that you're like extra tired, have your doctor check and see if you're anemic and you need some iron, because it has been like life-changing, and I could not get through the last couple months of pregnancy without those. Also, my favorite like short story that I've used in a lesson lately is called Hearts and Hands by O. Henry. He's the same guy that does like Gift of the Magi. Like they're all like really short, pretty easy to read, kind of like moral tale type of things. And so we read Hearts and Hands with my 6th graders, and there's like a twist at the end, and it's only like 3 pages when you print it all out, so they're able to handle it. We kind of go back in and look again at the details. We used it to look at perspective, like, you know, it's from kind of like Miss Fairchild's perspective, so you think certain things about the other characters. And then the assignment that I had them do with it was to rewrite it from another perspective. And what I just called it was like fan fiction, because they're into all that kind of stuff. So that's just like a really cool assignment you can do with your kids, whether it's that story or a different short story. Then have them write some fan fiction. So either that same scene but from a different perspective, or like maybe write what you think happened before that, or what you think happened right after that, or like create a different character on the train that you could write from their perspective or something. So it turned out pretty cool, and it was just kind of something I thought of like off the top of my head, but it totally worked. Okay, very last thing, and so many people disagree with us about this, but me and my husband have been loving the O.J. Simpson show on FX. And okay, every single time we tell somebody that we love it, they're like, I already watched the whole thing, you know, however long ago that was, 15 years ago, and I've seen it all. I don't want to watch that thing again. But it is so interesting. And it's kind of fun for me and my husband to watch it because like both of us like wanted to be lawyers when we were younger, and like honestly if we had had money to go to law school we probably would have, and we always kind of like secretly wish that we were lawyers. So we were both fascinated by that case, and it's kind of funny because like when you know the trial was going on and it was on TV every day, he was like in high school and he was watching it because he in high school thought he was going to be a lawyer, so he was like fascinated by it. I was 9 and I had to go to daycare every day after school, like my mom's friend's house, and like all the other kids would like play outside and I would sit there on the couch with my daycare lady's husband, and like he was a CO, so he was super interested in it, and he had like the afternoons off, whatever shift he worked, so he was always watching it. I would come home from school and like sit on the couch with him and just like, and I watched the whole thing when I was 9 and I thought it was so interesting. So I kind of remember it. Derek remembers it better than I do, but each episode is like really cool. Like they go into kind of the behind the scenes stuff, and as a historian who kind of understands what the producers are doing, and it's based on a book, so what the author must have been doing, like each episode is like a different category of analysis. Like what did this case expose about sexism? What did it expose about race? What did it expose about like even like jury selection and like the effect that a super long trial has on a jury? It's just really interesting. It's really well done. The acting is amazing. Courtney B. Vance as Johnny Cochran is like incredible. The guy who plays Darden is so good. And their dynamic is like really cool. So it's just so good. I think the season finale is next week. So if you could like catch up before you watch the season finale, I'm sure you could just like look it up online or something. It's on FX, but it's so good. That's like our show that we've been watching this month. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my super random collection of items that I've been loving during the month of March. I hope you had an amazing month and that April is even better, that you did not get fooled on April 1st, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.